3 simple rules that's going to help you get shredded. Burn belly fat. I have to keep it simple, but just because it's simple doesn't mean it's easy. I'm pretty sure most of you guys complain about tracking your calories. It's too hard to track my calories. Is it too hard to see how much money's in your bank? Log in the app and you see how much you can spend. If you didn't log into the app and measure your spending budget, you'll go broke. The most successful people I know measure everything when it comes to money, when it comes to their relationship, when it comes to their calories. Whatever you can measure, you can control. Calories define the size you are. It tells you how big you want to be. Macros, like your fats, your carbs, your protein, those are considered macros if you didn't know. That defines the shape you're going to be. So when you're trying to burn fat, both of those aspects are very important, your calories and your macros. This is what most guys want to say when I ask them, what are you trying to do? Oh, I'm just trying to burn fat and keep muscle. That's what they all say, which sounds like a realistic, possible thing to do. But most people just focus on the calories. They don't like to track the macros. You will get the best results when you measure them both, your calories and your macros. I'm gonna keep it simple. Again, just because it's simple doesn't mean it's easy. I can say going to the gym tomorrow. I can literally sit here and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow morning. It sounds simple, but it's not easy. And if you say to yourself, I'm gonna go to the gym, and make it sound simple, it becomes easier to do. These affirmations are very important with growth, because I can sit here and I could talk about calories in, calories out, but it's the mindset, the machinery that goes behind it that's going to produce the best results. I've worked with thousands of clients. Most of my clients are very successful. They own businesses. They have a lot of responsibilities. They have more than the average person can handle. And the more money you make, just like having a really great body, it comes with more responsibility. So you have to start changing your perception on things when it comes to getting things done. If you say it's simple and go in with it just being simple, it becomes easier to do. Food is the #1 driver when it comes to burning belly fat. Let's say you've been consistent for 6 weeks. You did everything right, ate right, you had proper cheat meals every now and then, didn't really go all out, but it's that one weekend after the 6 weeks when your body's kind of feeling fatigued and you've been in a calorie deficit for so long and you just go all out on that weekend and you wake up and you set yourself back 4 months. A lot of people go through this. Is it mindset, or is it knowing what to do when your body gets to a point when it's saying giving? I can sit here and say, oh, it's discipline, it's motivation. How bad do you want it? But it really comes down to knowledge and really knowing your body. It's not bad to have cheat meals. It's funny when people look at me on Instagram and social media, I eat cheat meals probably 2 to 3 times a week because I got my body to that stage. So it's all about getting your body to a stage where you can have a little bit more foods. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is you don't have to go too crazy when it comes to being in a calorie deficit. When you're in a big calorie deficit for so long, in reality, what that's called is rushing the process because you want to see results within 6 to 7 weeks. And what happens is your body becomes fatigued. Your nervous system, everything about your body is going through trauma. So what happens is your body just gives in and just eats all kinds of crazy things uncontrollably. And you never want to get to that point. When you're trying to lose belly fat, the best possible way to do it is nice and controlled. Keep in mind, remember, whatever you measure, you can control. So when I set guys up on a nutrition plan, a program, a workout plan, we ease into it where you're still able to have these meals you can enjoy. If you're not a bodybuilder or an extreme athlete, then there's better ways to go about reaching your goals rather than following a bodybuilder on Instagram. Because when people look at me, they're like, oh, I want to look like you. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. You can't look like me. You just genetically can't look like me. And I'm more dedicated to fitness and this lifestyle because it's a career of mine. And so people get it misunderstood when they look at people like me, influencers that's online, and we're promoting fitness, and you think you could do the same thing. This is why it helps to get a coach, because when I'm out here training guys, I'm going off your guys' lifestyle. You tell me how your lifestyle is functioning, and I can tell you how to operate it with the right protocols. It's so important. Everybody's different. If you want to lose belly fat, everything has to be controlled. Everything has to be measured. Now, again, not measured to the point like a bodybuilder, but measured to the point where you understand what you're eating and when it's a good time to eat it. And you can still have those cheat meals, and you can still go hang out with your family and still get to a certain goal within a certain period of time based off your physique and your lifestyle. A lot of you guys come to me and you guys work out 4 to 5 times a week. And it reminded me when I was young and I knew and I didn't know better, and all I did was hit the gym. It's funny because as I think about it, I remember being 22 and like hitting the gym for 2 years straight, not taking an off day. The only off days I believe I took was like during holidays when the gym was closed, if it forced me to stay at home. I didn't see any type of growth because I was overworking my body. And you can overwork your body. And it may not even feel like you're overworking your body, but keep in mind, when it comes to growth, there has to be recover. You can't grow without recovering. They're basically the same thing. So when guys go to the gym and they hit the gym for 7 days a week, I promise you're not growing. You're hurting yourself more than helping yourself. So recovery is so important. And I wish I knew that when I was younger. These days, I take 2 to 3 off days depending on my schedule and during the week. And sometimes, yes, I do find it hard for me to take a off day. But there's things you can do to stay productive during these off days as you recover. I used to think taking an off day was absolutely just like doing nothing. But on non-training days, is which I like to call it, I like to focus on burning fats, even when I'm in the bulk. And this all depends on your status and what you're trying to do. This works for me. It works for a ton of my clients. But again, it all depends on your foundation. And if you're not seeing growth by going to the gym 4 to 5 times a week, I promise you, you probably need more rest. Anything you break down, you have to give time to grow. It's like building a brick wall as far as recovery. And then when you work out, you break that wall down. And then you go to the gym the next day. The wall never gets done because you're always breaking it down. You have to give that wall you're building some time to grow, some time to stick before you start working on it again. It's funny because I see these people on social media and they'll be like 2 hours in the gym, 3 hours in the gym. I'm like, why the fuck are you spending that much time in the gym? 2 to 3 hours doing what? It tells me you're not working out efficiently. You're not doing anything right. You're probably on your phone most of the time if you're spending 2 to 3 hours. You don't need 2 to 3 hours. The most you need, depending on what you're working out as far as body parts, is 1 hour and 20 minutes. I go to the gym sometimes for 45 minutes tops. Maybe if I'm pushing the leg day, 1 hour and 10. Depends on how many people are up on taking up the machines. And you know, it's funny. I used to think the same way. Like I need to destroy my body, break it all the way down for it to grow. And that's just not the case. That's not the case. That's not how you grow muscle. You guys have been watching too many movies, too many sci-fi movies, thinking spending 2 hours in the gym is going to help you grow muscle. Now, spending that much time in the gym could help some mental aspects, but nothing as far as growth, muscle growth specifically. I see guys in the gym doing 6 to 7 sets on one machine. And all you're doing is hurting yourself. One, if you have to take a week to recover that muscle, you're doing way too much. When you're trying to burn fat, that should be the ultimate mission. Burn fat. That's the protocol. When you're trying to build muscle, that's a whole other ball game. Your nutrition's different. You're in a calorie surplus. Now, technically, your workout should be the same when you're cutting. When you're bulking, workout should be going. You should be going a lot heavier because you're feeding and consuming a lot more calories. But as far as cutting, the goal is to burn fat and to retain as much muscle as possible. So again, 3 simple rules: food, recovery, and workout. Whatever you measure, you can control. Let's just start with that. That right there should change the game for you. So start measuring everything you do, not just with your nutrition, but also with your finance. Let's say you're trying to save money to be able to afford the food you have to buy. Measure your spending. Make sure you're not out there spending on dumb shit so you can afford the food to eat to see the results you want. And I love working with you guys. If you guys are serious and need help with alignment, not just nutrition macros. When I work on my clients, like I said, I have to get to know them. I have to know how you function so I can tell you how to operate. And working with me is not just training your body to eat well, but also I like to train your mindset. So sign up for my Train with Anthony online. I have 3 different programs right now. I have the VIP package, which I highly recommend if you're 100% dedicated. And that's my ultimate package. And then I have the month-to-month package. But the VIP package is a yearly package and it's worth it. With that being said, guys, follow me on Instagram. I love talking to you guys. Got more videos on the way. 3 simple rules. Whatever you measure, you can control. I'm out.